This is probably gonna be one of the most important videos that I've ever done, and it's not because like I'm gonna bring you like some new crypto coin or some new method, some new day trading, hack or something like that. I'm getting ready to demonstrate why 90+% of people lose at trading, okay, and how they lose money when those that understand the game, understand what it's really about, make money while literally people lose millions of dollars. Okay, so now I want to show you this. This is the Bitcoin chart the last 7 days. Okay, 7 days is up 8.5%. Okay, which is great. Most people are not going to jump up and down about this. DGens aren't going to even get in this. Oh, 8% in 7 days, man. What's that? Oh, man, I'm trying to go up 100x in 4 days, man. I'm trying to go 100 in 2 days. Right? They're not going to even get in this, right? But I'm showing you this for some perspective. First of all, do y'all hear that crispy mic? That new mic? I've had this mic for a while, but I didn't have the software for it, and I just found the software. So yeah, that's why I sound so crispy, baby. We're gonna be crispy for 2024. I might get 18 more views than I normally get. Okay, welcome 18 new people. All right, so watch. So you see this now? We up 8%, 7 days, right? That's 1% a day. Hello, I'll take that. I'll take that, right? But let me show you what a lot of people have been doing and what's been going on. Okay, so this is a Binance Bitcoin Tether, which is the #1 place for trading Bitcoin, liquidation heat map. And what this shows you is, where predominantly people got liquidated, right? And it's kind of tough to see, but what I want you to pay attention to is the price, okay? So we're at like 46 here, 46, and then literally in minutes it shoots up to 48,000. I saw this happen live. I thought my screen was broke. Shoots up to 48,000, 48.1, and then I refreshed my screen because I wanted to make sure. I'm like, wow, that's a pop. And it started going down, and then next thing you know, it was 44,000. Okay, this happened in minutes, right? So the first question you have to ask is, okay, if you look at it here at 46,000 and you look at it here at 46 and change, there's not much difference here. So what changed? Why is this significant? Okay, let me show you why it's significant. Traders get liquidated for almost 700 million amid Bitcoin's precipitous decline. Okay, all right. So 700 million was lost, and it says decline. And this is actually from a few days ago. This may not even be referencing this real talk. But it wasn't just those that were betting long. It was also those that betted short, right? And so this is the actual liquidation map for the same pair, Bitcoin Tether. This is the actual one. This is not the heat map, right? This is what actually happened. So all of these spikes you see, this is people getting liquidated. Right? So you see those orange spikes, that's people just getting taken out completely. So That's down to 43,000, 44,000, right? All of them got liquidated. And then up here, people got liquidated. Of course, if you were short, you got liquidated at 48,000. Okay, and everywhere in between, right? And it even shows you, this is really cool, it shows you the leverage that was used. So obviously, if you're using 100x leverage, bro, you might as well just throw your money out the window. You just give that to somebody. You know what I'm saying? You can like go to church and listen to a sermon. The pastor probably no good. Just go ahead and give him or her that money, bro. If you're using 100x leverage. And I can say the same thing about 50x as well. But even people with 25x, which is way too much, got liquidated. Even people with 10x leverage, which is still too much, got liquidated. You see the little blues, right? They got liquidated as well for millions and millions of dollars. This is why this happened. This is unnatural. Okay, so what happened? Again, it spiked up. Seconds later, it went down. Okay, and so the next question is, okay, well, what would cause this? And let me show you very simply what caused this. This idiot right here caused this. Gary Gensler. Okay, everybody's been waiting on this Bitcoin ETF thing. Okay. First of all, what is the Bitcoin ETF thing? The spot Bitcoin ETF is basically institutions and people who don't want to create their own wallets being able to be part of the price action on Bitcoin, but don't actually own Bitcoin. So all the Dave Ramsey people, that's what this is. All the Dave Ramsey people will now be able to, take advantage of the Bitcoin price action without actually being in Bitcoin. Old people don't like to try new stuff, just keeping it real, right? Old people got the cell phone, with the numbers, with the font that's, 86 font, so they can see all the letters. They can't play no games or nothing. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. They gonna call you when they need you, and they gonna put their phone in a drawer. They ain't looking at that's the people who win it, right? But they got a lot of money. And then you got the Dave Ramsey folk, those that hold him in high regard because they think he's so special because he told them to save. What you need to do is stop, spending money and save. My man done made millions of dollars because he came up with this incredible concept of saving money. Don't spend more than you make. Can you believe that? What an incredible, earth-shattering concept, right? But that's what this is about. But the thing is, those that are offering, it's about two things. Number one, these old folk about to come in. Number two, the companies that are offering this are gonna have to hold Bitcoin to offer it to their clients. Okay, now that's huge. So all of these companies have to hold Bitcoin. My understanding is right now 1-to-1 in order to offer it to their clients. The third thing is about, and what it's really about, and this is like what it's really about. And this is why they had to go and try to attack Binance, right? Binance is the big dog, okay? But what these ETF providers are gonna do is they're going to charge fees to people who want to buy Bitcoin. Did you really think that they was doing this out of the kindness of their heart? Is that what you thought? They was doing this out the kindness of their heart, like, oh, we just love Bitcoin so much. We just want to offer it to y'all. No, this is about money. So they're going to be charging fees, of course, to their client. So translation, what this is really about is they forced Binance to go through all of these compliance things and all of that over years. And they said, oh, you failed to stop people from money laundering, even though Binance didn't know these people was money laundering. What they accused Binance of, every bank in the history of time has done. And that is, a client has done something, right, without their knowledge. They weren't involved in the people that were money laundering. They're just saying you didn't stop them. Well, how much money laundering has gone through banks, okay? But I'm not going to spend time on that today. I've done videos about that before. But what this is really about is Binance controls the market. So if I am a greedy man, right, and I'm only thinking of myself, and I have power, right, and I'm the largest asset manager in the world, right, I don't care about free market. I don't want free market. That's not what this is about. Free market. What are you talking about? No, we don't want free market. We want a manipulated market. We want a market that only I and my friends can control. And we're going to, first of all, we're going to exemplify the fact that we can control this, number one. So watch this. We're going to make it go up, and then we're going to make it go down. Okay? But what this is really about is, without going through 1% of what Binance went through, these companies are now essentially able to offer an exchange. They're an exchange. People are going to be able to take their regular money from their bank. You know why the bank been blocking you from buying stuff, and the bank is blocking you from, making transactions and so on and so forth for crypto. Now you're going to be able to go through these ETFs, and they're going to charge you a fee in and out. And now they are essentially exchanges, and they're charging, like, the fees that I'm hearing is like, 2%, which is 10 times higher than what Binance is. Okay. This is also, not your keys, not your cheese, because basically everybody that buys these ETFs will not be holding native Bitcoin. BlackRock will be storing all of this Bitcoin. BlackRock and others will be storing all of this, which means the onus of keeping everybody's Bitcoin safe is up to them. Right? Like, this is like the total opposite of what Satoshi wanted. Okay? But it is what it is. Right? So this is what happened. And so after they said it was approved, Gary Gensler, who again was tied to the Binance stuff, says, oh no, our account was hacked. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Somebody hacked us. Can you believe it? We were hacked. The Securities and Exchange Commission was hacked. We were hacked. Right? So it comes out and it gets an approval. And then he comes out and says, oh no, we were hacked. And then immediately goes down. And if you didn't think that was suspicious, not 24 hours later, it's approved. Yes, it's approved. Yeah, we approved it. You went from hacked, oh my gosh, we're hacked, to it's approved. Now, even though we're approving this now, we do not approve or endorse Bitcoin. We don't like it. But BlackRock is so big, I got an ass whooping and I had to approve it. I wanted to wait to approve it until FTX 2.0 was back up because I still got FTX 2.0 shares. Okay, we're trying to bring this FTX thing back. And I got shares in there. That's what I was trying to do. But we were a bit slow. And now everybody else got these ETFs. Here you go, right? So that's what happened. But I want to bring you back to, while everybody was losing money, all these traders were losing money. This is millions of dollars lost, right? I thought I read somewhere that somebody on one trade lost over $100 million. Something like that. I think I read that, right? But what was really going on outside of the manipulation, if you just look at it, it's up 8% in 7 days. This is what really happened. All these dips and other stuff in between, all of this news, all of this, people everywhere, social media going crazy, right? Coin market cap, all of it, man, like just going crazy. When at the end of the day, it's up 8%. And so those who held were just like, oh, I'm just going to hold. Right? Which is no different. Hold on, got to go back. Which is no different, like this is funny to me, than what's been happening the whole year. It's so interesting to me, and this is with every crypto. I'm going to show you something in a minute. Nobody wanted Bitcoin down here. Here's me down here telling everybody, hey, you guys need to get this. Right? Just as I was, got to go back, just as I was down here, here, and back here at 300, 400, 500. I'm telling everybody, go back and look at my videos. Go back and look at my videos, right? You looking at my subscriber numbers, you don't know who I am, right? You better go back and look. Right? And who am I? I'm just a guy that's been sharing, been trying to help people, get out of the grasp of capitalism and, all of that, for years because I've experienced it, right? So this is what actually happened. So while millions were made, people who held, while millions were lost, people who held made money. People who held over the last year made money. People who held over years have made money. And wouldn't you know it, those that have held the longest, whoever this is that bought for 5 and 10 cents, I hope that person is still holding today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Think about the power of that. It's not this short-term stuff. And how do I know this, guys? I know this because I used to be this guy. I have said this many, many times. I used to be the person, not with crypto, but with options and with Forex. I used to be the person looking for day trades, jumping in and out, and so on and so forth. Right? And I had more success than most. I had a lot more success than most. But everything that I did, all the money that I made trading, number one, from a stress level, is not even no comparison. I was so much more stressed doing this. Right? What, like, bells and whistles and multiple monitors and phones and, you know what I mean? I can't even hardly spend time with my kids because, I got to check for things and all of that. Right? And now, even though I'm busier than ever, I'm much more chill. I'm much more relaxed because, I don't have to worry about the ups and downs. And this is the message that I've been trying to share. This is the message that I've shared with, people that I've helped become millionaires and so on. And many other people have that opportunity to become millionaires. I could have easily helped create over 100 millionaires by now. But so far it's only been 3. It should be over 100. And I'm talking about people that, I did this basically out of the kindness of my heart. Right? So now let me show you something else. Okay? Because there's a lesson in this. Obviously, somebody could say, well, Bitcoin is the big dog, and yeah, I already missed Bitcoin, right? And I don't have $46,000. You don't need $46,000. You can invest $100. But maybe that's the reason why that's going up. It doesn't apply to everything, Okay, all right. So let me show you, Shiba. Okay, the beginnings of Shiba. So first, like most things, it comes out and there's a lot of hype the first day or two, and then what? There's the crash, which so funny how that happens. And then for months there was nothing. August, nothing. September, nothing. October, nothing. Some of these days there's less than $100 in volume. November, nothing. December, nothing. January, nothing. Now watch this. Now watch. All of a sudden, okay, and there's buys and sells happening all along here. All of a sudden, there's this pop that happens right here. Pay attention to this. Right? So people who have been waiting. All right, you get a pop. What happens immediately? People sell. To the point where, we're higher than where we were. We're higher than where we were, but, you know what I mean? We're still not, as high as we was up here. Right? So that goes down, and what happens? Those that bought dips, okay, I'm buying dip here, I'm buying dip here. Then what happened? It goes up again, and it goes up higher than what it was. This is not Bitcoin. This is a useless coin called Shiba. It doesn't do anything, but they built a strong community, right? And so it goes up higher than what it was. So what do you think happens? People sell again. I want you to see this. This is so funny. I want you to look at how significant this looks. Look, go back here. Go back to here. Nothing. And then there's this pop. And what happens? People who are clueless, degens. Oh, I done made my money. I'm up. I'm going to sell. Clueless. Happens again. Oh, it really spiked this time. Those that had, oh, I'm out. Oh, yeah, I'm looking for a quick 10X. I'm looking for a quick 5X. Right? I done turned, $100 into $1,000. I'm good. Thank you. Okay. Right? Bye. And then look at this. Look at how significant, and then whoop. Look at that. You can't even see this anymore. Okay. What is this? This is millions of dollars. This is people literally turning, $1,000 into $1 million. That's what this is. Even the people who got in here after the first pump and here after the second, but even them, they made millions of dollars. Hello? Okay? So what am I saying? Those who were focused on the short term lost. And the message is, if you continue to focus on the short term, you will lose. You will keep losing. Because I'm positive what people did here and here while, nothing was going on, right? They sold their Shiba and they went and bought, something else. And 99 times out of 100, that something else didn't do what Shiba ended up doing. Didn't do it. But they were impatient, caught up in the short term, looking at charts. Oh, the chart, look at the chart, man. Oh, it was the chart. No, it's not the chart, guy. I don't know how many people were in Shiba at this time, but it wasn't 1.3 million. It might have been 2 or 3 or 4 or 5,000. I don't know. I mean, it would have had to be to go up this much. And what I love about Shiba, what I absolutely love about it is, this wasn't one of those, because I was around and I knew about it. Now, I didn't invest in it because I'm like, there's nothing going on, right? But sometimes stuff can just go up just because of a community. You know what I mean? And so the interesting thing about it is nobody was promoting this. Nobody was pushing this. I don't even know that the Twitter promotion, economy was like around then, right? So this was all just, people holding, right? And then, to be fair, yes, it was a fluky thing. Elon Musk made a tweet. Next thing you know, this goes up, right? But they stayed up. They've maintained it to a degree. Right now, this is my opinion. This is over now. It's 1.3 million people. Is it going to get 10, 15 million people? I don't know. Stranger things have happened, but I wouldn't make that bet. What I would be doing is trying to look for something else that had maybe 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 people to get in and hold. And so it, because of the utility of it, because of the community, because of something like that, oh man, I wasn't even done. It wasn't done. It went up some more. Look at this, is insane. I thought this was the pump. No, it went up some more. Does it go up some more? Okay, yeah, that's it. Millionaires were made, guys, because of patience. Right? Same story as Bitcoin. Millionaires were made. Why? Because of patience. You must have patience. If anybody thinks that what I'm saying is wrong, like if you talk to your rich uncle or you talk to somebody else, assess their situation and then assess my situation. And if they don't have what I have, right, then why listen to them and not listen to somebody who has done it? Not only not have what I have, but what did they start with? I literally started with, a few grand, which was literally all I had at the time. I'm not joking. And this doesn't make me feel good to say this, but I'm just keeping it real with you. At the time that I invested in Bitcoin back here on a certain level, not literally, but close, almost close to literally, I was taking food out of my kid's mouth. I'm not joking, because what I was investing was money I didn't even have. I was investing probably a tax refund or something like that, because we didn't have that kind of money. And so I was taking what was likely all the money that, expendable money that we had. And rather than doing something that Dave Ramsey would want me to do, I saw this Bitcoin thing. And full disclosure, I had to be honest, at that time didn't know much about it. It was pretty reckless. Like, going back and thinking about it, it was pretty reckless. But I didn't know much about it. But I listened to other people who knew a lot more than me. I listened to a video probably like this, but this was like on, you know, on CNBC or something, right? And some dudes were talking, and I had heard about this Bitcoin before, but I didn't know. And I hear them talking and they're explaining, and I'm like, wow, this, you know, I know enough. Like, I wasn't a dummy, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming from stocks, I'm coming from options. I'm like, okay, this sounds like something, right? So yeah, I took, you know, most of the expendable money that we had at the time, you know, and bought Bitcoin. And as soon as I bought it, what happened? It went down. Right? So what's the lesson in this? Did I sell? Oh, well, you know, that didn't work. Let me sell now. Let me go into something else. No, I didn't do that. I stayed with it. I stayed patient. And now I've gone from, you know, where we were, you know, being in a shack with no floors and no beds for myself and my wife, and struggling and welfare and EBT and all of that, to now, you know, I don't have to worry about that. I live off Bitcoin. And what did I do that was special? I was patient. I didn't get caught up in the everyday. I didn't even look at the charts. Right? I don't know that there were Bitcoin charts when if they were. Some people say they were. I didn't see them because I was a charting maniac back then. I can chart with the best of them. There were no Bitcoin charts, not like when Binance introduced them. I bought Bitcoin before Binance was invented. I believe I bought Bitcoin. I don't believe I know. I bought Bitcoin before CZ bought Bitcoin. Let that sink in. I bought Bitcoin before CZ bought Bitcoin. Vitalik acquired Bitcoin before me because he was writing blogs and articles. So I don't know that he bought a lot, but he would write, you know, articles for, you know, some magazine, and they would give him like, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 Bitcoin per article. Right? I'm not even 100% on the amount, just keeping it real, but it wasn't a ton, but that was, you know, it could have been 10 or 20 or 25 Bitcoin. Don't know. So he's like one of the like popular figures who was in it before me. I was in Bitcoin before CZ. Let that sink in. Right? And I can confidently say for Bitcoin really is just starting. And so what I'm trying to do now, and what I've been doing for years, is okay, I get it. I see, you know, how these things can go. So now I look for similarities in other things. I look for uniqueness, right? And what I'm trying to do is find stuff back here. That's what I'm trying, when nobody thinks anything is going on. And so the past few months, I've been sharing things with you that literally people they don't even know it exists. And it's so interesting and funny to me. The same thing that was happening with Shiba is happening with some of the things that I've introduced. People who don't have any type of vision, who don't know anything that's going on, are looking at charts and they're selling, not thinking long term, not thinking about the uniqueness, not thinking about, there's not even 1,000 people, or it might just be 1,000. You know what I mean? Those are the only type of numbers and charts and everything else you need to be looking at. Does this have a chance to go somewhere? Where is it available? How many people are involved? If it's a legit project, just about any project, if it's legit and I can verify some things about the team and I can look at what's really going on, and it's less than 1,000 people in there, I'm getting in there. Because most of the stuff that you find, most of the stuff that people are hyping up, let's do one real quick and then we'll go, right? Don't have 1,000 people in it. Okay, so what does this have? Does this even, Solana is so whack, it don't even show it. Okay, we don't know how many people are in this because it's Solana. But there's probably, you know, and first of all, this is on chain. There's probably, you know, 300 or 400 or 500,000 people. And there go the transactions that they're using to, you know, remain visible. Less than a penny. They're just running it over and over and over and over and over. Right? Because there hasn't been 17,000 transactions. Right? Like, there's no way. Right? Let me just show you really quickly. Let me go to Shiba. This is Shiba. Shiba is bigger than Bonk. Right? Is this the right one? Shiba is bigger than Bonk. Let me show you how much volume. Look at this. 267,000 volume. 215 transactions on chain today. On chain. Now, on exchanges is probably 20 or 30 or 40 or 50,000 people. But on chain, 215, 267,000. But you're telling me that Bonk has, what was it, 17,000 transactions. Like, come on, this isn't true. But you know what I mean? So that's what I do. I'm not gonna get in this. Right? I'm not. This is already happened. The time to get in this, right? Just keeping it real, is same story. Was back here. Right? It's like they all follow the same thing. Went up, came down. Right? And so you had all this time. And what's going on here? Nothing. And what does Bonk do? Nothing. And what's special about Bonk? Nothing. And so you had all this time to be accumulating, and as it's going down and down and down and down and down and down and down, what happens? Boom. And I'm sure for those who have been accumulating, they probably made millions of dollars as well. And this is for, or they definitely did going up there. And this is for Bonk, which is nothing, right? So I look for things that have more substance, but I'm just telling you the method. This is what you do. You don't look for the hype. You don't look for the Twitter stuff. You look for the stuff that nobody is talking about. Like, this is lucky stuff. And you get involved, you try to find out what's going on, and you say, hey, this is a little twist on here. This is some kind of spin. And, okay, I'm gonna get in here. Here's a couple thousand, right? Here's 1,000. Here's 500. Here's $100. I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna forget about it, and I'm just gonna wait until I wake up one day, and that $100 is like 100,000 or a million, or that $1,000 is like $1 million. That can happen, and if it doesn't happen, what I'm saying to you is, that $1,000, you know, only invest what you can afford to lose. That $1,000 isn't going to make or break you, right? If you lose it, you lose it. Oh, I lost it. Oh, well, I lost it. But you're going to make a lot more over time following that same blueprint than you will chasing, you know, after hype coins when all the Twitter boys and girls are hyping it up. Because you best believe they're hyping it up right now. Because it's already happened. Because they don't have any insight that you don't have. They're just following the trend. And many YouTubers, they just do videos because of the coin that's trending. The biggest offender is Matthew Perry. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't add any value to anything. He doesn't have any knowledge that you don't have. He will promote anything that anybody pays for, or he'll just try to latch on to, some trend. He's not even a fan of crypto. He is more of a fan of traditional finance. And if you are following Matthew Perry, and you want to let him know or whatever, you can forward him this video to his email. And I will happily go on his YouTube, or he can come on my YouTube, and I will debate him. And I promise you that I would debate him into submission, into a corner, because I know what I'm talking about. He doesn't really care that much about crypto. He is part of what's wrong with crypto. People who just shield stuff just to shield, who are making money from it. They have the stuff that he's talking about is absolute Jasmine and all. It's crap. He's being paid by Jasmine to promote the crap so they can dump. Same with XRP, same with others. You don't want that, right? So you want to find the stuff that Matthew Perry and Superman and other people are not talking about. And that requires some work. Okay, so what? Go work. How long does it take? Or find you some YouTubers who consistently find this stuff, who right, are not just exclusively paid shills. I don't get paid to do any of this. Right? This is a labor of love. I don't get paid for any of this, guys. You know what I'm saying? So, just wanted to share. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all see what time. Y'all see what happened. So many people, millions of dollars. And the crazy thing about it is, if people would just hold, if all of this 700 million plus in liquidation, if these dudes, first of all, they weren't in the real Bitcoin, they were in play Bitcoin. They were in these shorts and, options and stuff like that. Nadex and Binance and futures. If they would just buy Bitcoin, Bitcoin would be 100,000 tomorrow. Maybe more. So that's the other reason why I'm doing it. It's like if we just all recognize that fiat is trash, because it is. Don't tell me how much money you made this year, because all I'm going to think about is, okay, well, you think you made this, but inflation, real inflation is actually up 20%. Not the numbers that they're giving you. It's up 20%. So even if you got a raise, you lost. And the only thing that I know of that could combat that is crypto. And we start with Bitcoin. That's how I start people. And what they find, if you just, every little piece of dollar you get, every money you get, you put it into Bitcoin. And then when I introduce opportunities, right, you put them into those. Why? Because I'm going to be honest, and the stuff I give you, 100Xs and 1000Xs. That's my history. Go back and check. Anyway, it's your boy BSG on my new crispy mic. I'm going to holler at y'all in the next video.